Hello and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be taking on one of the newest stages of Super Battle Road, that is the Join Forces category stage. I actually recorded this one a few days ago when I was waiting to pick my son up from school. So this is kind of the post-recording after the fact. This is going to be my no item attempt for the stage. And I ended up deciding to go with a LR Blue Boys lead with a AGL Kalen Caulifla friendly. On this run, I decided to bring the Teq Androids as well as the new Int Shiro and 19 because I realized something after a couple of my runs that every enemy has a Ki Blast Super. They're going to absorb it and save me a lot of unfortunate deaths. Okay, so we put the androids in front. They did take a bit of damage from the end Kid Goku. That's the expected type disadvantage, you know. But they do manage to get the double super on Roshi, which is a double defense raise, plus all the defense they're gaining from the key spheres that they gathered. And they're going to take out Roshi. Okay, so all that leaves now is to take out the Goku and the Dinkin Piccolo. A Hidden God Goku were surprising in this run because they came through every single time they were on rotation. All right, in just this run right here, they take out Goku. 2 hits and Goku's down, just like the androids did. You know, this first fight isn't too bad. They do have the ability to dodge after super, so we took no damage from Demon King Piccolo, although after 2 supers, not going to take damage anyways. Blue Boys get the crit. They did get a couple key spheres, so we're going to see a number of attacks from them. We do end up getting the 4 attacks, which means we do get the second super on them. And I believe they crit here. Yeah, they get the crit, and it takes out Demon King Piccolo. So first fight done, 1 turn, super easy, right? That fight isn't so bad. Where I was getting some hang-ups, though, was on this fight here and a few of my other runs. So the fact that I remembered androids absorb the supers started to piece together a good strategy here. Okay, so I end up putting Int Zero and 19 into the first slot, hoping that at least one of those guys supers them, because that's what had been happening in all my other runs. I'm going to keep Kale and Caulifla on this rotation, mostly because, you know, Vegeta being a Pure Saiyan, going to activate their passive, which will allow them to dodge as well as attack multiple times. Okay, Jiro and 19 going to go ahead and get the defense raise. Trunks is going to super, which means they get to absorb it and I get all that health back. Okay, perfect. Okay, so Kale and Caulifla going to attack Trunks with the type advantage. So they're going to do quite a bit of damage here. 1.5k, no crit. Okay. There we go, they get the second super on them. No crit again, but that's alright. They dodge all the attacks from both Vegeta and from Trunks. Brought Tuck Gogeta along mostly to link when I can with the LR Future Gohan and Trunks that I brought. They are one of the better linking partners of them. I believe they share 5 links. So it's, you know, one of the better partners. So on this rotation, he's trying to kind of figure out who to rotate off. I do know that I want to send the androids up front, get as many key spheres as I can with them. Okay, they aren't going to take any damage from Vegeta, but I was kind of worried about taking damage from Trunks. Obviously, they'll absorb the super, but I wasn't sure how much they were going to take on normals. I end up putting Trunks and Gohan in the middle and floating off Hit and God Goku. They get a huge attack buff being in the 3rd slot, so I figured that would probably be able to clean up anything left over from these two. Trunks surprising me with how much health he actually has. He took a while to go down. And we do get enough key spheres to get the double with Gohan and Trunks. They do have 1 dupe in them, so that's kind of helpful. And look at that, you know, we're over 7 mil on the attack stat there for hitting God Goku. Okay. 4.6 crit in the third slot. And that's, you know, that's what these guys are here for. Okay. On a few of my other runs, I would always get supered right here in this first slot by the Int Frost. So I was a little worried about this. So this was really the driving factor to bring the androids along. Okay. So I put them in front, seeing that there was a lot of attacks from the Fizz Kale, hoping, just hoping, Fizz Kale would launch a super and we just get that full heal right then and there. Right, we decide to rotate off the blue boys. We don't get too many key spheres here because I really wanted to set up at least one rainbow key sphere for the blue boys. That way they can get a double super attack, hopefully. Okay. AGL Caulifla does launch a super, which is great because we get over 200k back on our heal from Inchiro in 19, so that's perfect. That's what we want. We're going to target the Teq Kappa with the Int Androids here, and they do get the double super, which means a double defense raise. Okay, so even after this, you know, they're not going to take too much damage except from that Fizz Kale, so I'm hoping she supers, but she doesn't. We take 100k, but we really don't have to worry about the rest of the rotation. The girls, being that there are Pure Saiyan enemies, are gonna dodge. So we got that going for us. We're gonna try to target Teq Kappa, take him down. They get multiple supers, which is perfect. Exactly what we need them to do. That's what they're here for. Them and the blue boys to just launch super attack after super attack after super attack to help whittle down some of these teams. Okay. We're going to have the blue boys target Frost here. You know, we only get 12 key super, which is fine. You know, we do get 1 key sphere, so we're at least going to get a second attack in. They do get the crit, which kind of brings the Frost down a bit. They get a second crit on a normal, a third crit on a normal too, so, you know, Frost is hanging on by a sliver of a health here. Okay. And now I'm kind of trying to decide who to use. Not only the android's active skill on, but who to put in front. Okay, the android's active skill is going to nullify one enemy for the turn. You know, it's basically a free Ghost Usher. I do end up deciding to put the Teq, Vegeta, and Goku in front. Figured they'll absorb most of the hits from the AGL Caulifla. Being that they are Teq. I do end up targeting, I believe, the Fizz Kale for the android's active skill. This way, you know, I figure between Gogeta, AGL, Gohan, and Trunks, I should be able to take out both Frost and AGL Caulifla. So that'll make this turn basically taking no damage from anyone, because they should pretty much clean up those two. We get the 18 key with Gohan and Trunks. We get 5 key spheres with the androids. Not quite the 7 that we wanted, but, you know, we're still going to get a little bit of a heal and, you know, get a significant attack and defense raise. No. Just like I anticipated, no damage on the Teq Gogeta. Future Gohan and Trunks gonna take out Frost. Unfortunately, no double super on them because we didn't get enough key spheres to do so. But the androids, you know, seal up Caulifla, Caulifla, sorry. And they do get the double super, which is going to be enough to take her out with the crit, 2.4 mil. And, you know, here we just got to clean up Fizz Kale. I'm certain that God Goku and Hit can take them out, but you know, I wanted to get a little bit of extra damage in and avoid any unfortunate attacks on Int Shiroa 19 on the off chance that they don't kill. So I put them in front. I go for the 1 Int Key Sphere, and I go just making sure I get the 12 Key Super on Hit God Goku. Because I know in the second slot they gain 7 Key, which is going to give them enough to deal their 18 Key Super. So here we go. See, just like that, up to 4.6 mil on the attack stat. Yep, no crit, but they do deal 3.1 in damage and a follow-up 600k attack, ending the run right there. And that is it, my no item run for the Joined Forces SBR. If you liked what you saw, please give the video a like, comment. If you're not already subscribed, please subscribe. And thank you, and aloha, guys.